my friends, welcome in, welcome back. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Um, I hope that Spirit blesses you with the healing and integration of all of your lessons. I hope that He continues to guide you and give you downloads of wisdom and guidance. Guidance from Spirit, guides, ancestors. And I hope that this reading now is something that Spirit can use to bring messages that you need to hear for your spiritual growth. Hi, Bean. I don't have time right now, honey. So that may be relevant. Somebody may have a cat. Somebody may consider themselves very independent. Let's see what comes out here. Let's kick this off with this here. Okay, I'll take out a few. I'm feeling led to do this for you and for someone you're thinking of. So I'm going to make this you. And this on the right will be someone you're thinking of. And then I'm going to do a card. I'm going to take the bottom of the deck as the overall energy. Set that up here. No, that's not a good idea. Come back. Let me just do the I just realized I had some cards from another deck mixed in here. I'm just going to put those back. Okay. That's not good enough. Let's do it like this. Bear with me. Okay. Let's look at this deck here. I'm doing their side. Okay, let's get started with what we have out here. Let's look at your side. You know what? I'm feeling called to take two more. I just grabbed them off the top there where I was dealing from here for these guys. So this center here is going to be the connection. Okay, so we have on your side high vibrations, transformation. Thank you, Spirit. That's what we were asking for. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. You are learning things spiritually speaking. You are starting to trust your intuition in a way that makes it so you can actually understand what your intuition is trying to say. I think right now, you're struggling with your heart chakra and your throat chakra. I think that you are starting to heal some maybe childhood wounds, possibly family, generational, etc. And you're starting to stand in your power. We have so with this ability that you're starting to hone, you're starting to get comfortable with it, and you're starting to try to integrate it into you. You're not crazy. You are real. So you are having trouble so let me show you the cards. Here's the one I read to you. You could pause the video if you want to take a look at that or take a screenshot. And then this is what I'm looking at now. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. In this integration, you're starting to realize why you feel different. You're starting to realize that you're straddling two worlds, the intuitive spiritual realm and the 3D realm, the physical that we're perceiving right now, what you would call reality as we know it. And being able to be in both of those gives you a glimpse of spiritual reality in addition to what most people perceive in the physical reality. Something, I'm taking this as a synchronistic message. Something's trying to get your attention. It feels like there's something you need or want that's being ignored. And it's bringing you to a point where you're starting to feel urgent about it, distressed. Okay, heart opening, listen. So, sorry for the lighting. This is really dark over here, I think. So take a screenshot if you need that. So we have heart opening, listen. Open your heart center and listen. Opening your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart to experience what the universe has always wanted for you. So that goes back to what we were just talking about. So you're struggling with your heart chakra and your throat chakra because I want to say the heart is it's because there's pain. There's a lot of pain with the experiences you're having or have had throughout your life for not feeling like you fit in, for the way the world reacts to you, the 3D people who don't see what you see the way you see it. You are helping to level up the consciousness, the collective consciousness, but right now the collective consciousness doesn't want, is resisting this as like a defense mechanism to preserve the current self. Because if the current self will have to die in order to allow the collective consciousness to level up or upcycle. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So you're having trouble with your voice, your throat chakra, because it's hard for you to communicate the truth as you see it, because it threatens people and they don't want to hear it. So you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. This goes back to your, integrating. So you need to be able to reach a point where you're able to accept yourself, like that top corner, be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. So you have the power to create the integrated version of yourself. Part of that is to realize what it is that you love, who your authentic self is. You are transforming and integrating this. And as you successfully do that, your heart and throat chakra will become cleared up, because you'll be able to speak from a place of wisdom and truth, the truth that you see that others don't. You'll have the wisdom to know how to approach people in a way that will be received. Part of how you heal others is just by your presence. So you're going to help people to be more comfortable in your presence, because you're going to integrate that intuition and have come from a place of wisdom to know you instinctively, intuitively know what it is people need, what's wrong with them, and what they need, what needs to be healed. So, good news, positive energy. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it is time to celebrate. So now that you are integrated, it's like being given a partnership with becoming one of the VP executives and having them give you a tour around the best office in the building, the best floor of the building, the best office space, etc. It's like being given a tour and shown how to wield the new power that you've been given, how to create. It's like on-the-job training time. You just prayed before you saw this video. It was a prayer that was along the lines of it hurts to feel out of place, to have everyone feel uncomfortable around me. And in turn, I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel fully accepted or understood. And the more I realize that's how I feel, the more I ask, why does it seem impossible to feel understood? To feel natural in this environment. So your prayer was about asking for help. This could have been to Archangel Michael specifically, or to other angels that would be best suited for what your needs are. And basically it was saying, okay, this is heavy. I want some breakthrough. And I want to be able to come from a place of power and compassion. And I want to help. I'm ready. Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. So that's part of the answer that you're getting to your prayer, is this is about you unlocking yourself, understanding what you're crazy about, what you're passionate about, what thrills you, what titillates you. And just stepping into those things, everything that feels right, realizing you don't need permission from the 3D people that don't understand what you see, and they can't operate on that vibration, but you can. And it's like you no longer feel guilty of getting on your spiritual ATV and speeding around like you're on a race course, seeing what this bad baby can do, not understanding why nobody wants to do it with you. It's super fucking awesome and fun. So you're like, okay, you know what? if that's truly what makes them happy, is to not join me, then let's all be happy. Let them stay where they are and let me spread my wings and step into my power, creativity, and abundance. And I don't feel sorry now. I don't have to feel bad to leave people behind, spiritually speaking. I can spread my wings and fly. The sky is mine. The heavens are mine. Okay, so that's you. Now the person you're thinking of, it says abundance, security. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance and expectancy in every dollar you receive. Know that you are supported and the money will flow. Okay, your person has also been receiving spiritual downloads. They have had a very tough time because they have been pursuing physical abundance and security. It could be a status symbol, or they could have just wanted enough to be comfortable. Your person, they dress very well. They're very proud. This person is also very attractive. I'm getting a lot of people of the opposite sex highly appreciate this person. And this person, I am getting that this person does like some of the finer things in life. So a little bit of status symbol on top of having enough to be comfortable. And then there's this card, find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. This person has just, or they have been, over the past maybe few years, has been working through this, I want to say, karma of going after physical money, even accumulating it, like we'll pull tarot out later, but I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles, somebody holding on tightly to their money, somebody worried about amassing a fortune, so to speak, somebody not spending money, any of the money that they earn, just wanting to stock it up, save it up, and there isn't anything necessarily wrong with that, just to be clear. However, this person had to go through maybe years of striving and struggling to achieve this goal. And Spirit started working with them. It could be you might have met this person when they first started to get more spiritual. They may have always been spiritual, but I'm getting that right before you met this person, they had just had like an insurgence of more downloads. So they were getting more focused on spirituality right before you met them, and the version of them that you met was a little more spiritual than they used to be. And this person is very wise, disciplined. So what I was saying is, Spirit started working with them after getting that this is a no contact, maybe for a good long time. Spirit started working with them, and they felt like they were beating their head against a brick wall. They also started to feel like they didn't resonate with the people around them the same way you feel. Like nobody really fully understands me or fully sees me for who I am. You may be one of the only people who ever saw them. It reminds me of like in fantasy movies where there's somebody invisible. One person can see them, but nobody else can. And then all of a sudden they walk up on this third person who sees them also and starts talking to them. And that reaction, in that scenario in a movie where that person goes, are they looking at me? Are they talking to me? Do they? And they look at the person who can see them and they go, do they see me? I kind of feel like this person is looking right at me. But some of the things that happened between the two of you triggered this person and sent them into a place where they didn't trust you, they didn't trust their intuition that told them you were a genuine person. And I think both of you did this to each other. There's some very, very sad, heavy energy in the recent past. Lots of pain. This person started to wake up. Spirit started to teach them. I keep circling this, but I keep getting away from it. Spirit started to teach them, you don't chase money. You don't chase abundance. That is the opposite of manifestation. Manifestation, you look away. You don't go after it. You tell it to come here, and then you start walking in the other direction. And abundance chases you. And Spirit was teaching them that over these last few years. If you've known your person a long time, it could be several years. So they reached a point, or they're about to reach a point, or it feels more like in the recent past, where they were really starting to see that the way they thought they needed to go after this abundance was not actually working. It was pushing money away. it puts you in a lack mentality, and you start manifesting more lack. What you focus on, you attract. You attract what you feel. So if you're afraid you don't have enough money, the universe is going to give you a lack of money or abundance. So in the recent past, after this took place, we have decision in fear, control. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based on fear and not heart-centered knowledge. That's heavy. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based on fear and not on heart-centered knowledge, intuition. Fear is your ego wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. So I really feel mirrored energy here between you and your person. I think what they went through, you went through. Both of you needed to realize that chasing what you want makes it go away. And if you have to tie yourself to a chair and sit on your goddamn motherfucking hands, you need to learn how to stop. You have to stop obsessing. Over what you don't have, and you need to start being grateful for what you do have, and spirit will magnify when you say, I am grateful. I just heard this from another reader. When I'm grateful for 3 things, spirit will give you 7 more things, and you'll have 10 things to be grateful for. You are thankful for 10 things, spirit will multiply it and give you 100 things to be grateful for. So now here's the both of you healing, realizing what you've been doing wrong, and you look back and you think of this person who felt like home, felt like you were okay to be who you really are, and this person could see you. And you look back, and instead of going, look what they did to me, look what they did, they're gone, they left, you start looking back and you say, oh my God, look what I did. The whole time I was so sure they were the ones that were wrong. They were the one that was wrong. And now I just feel so sorry. So sorry for not trusting you. So both of you are saying this to each other. But it doesn't look like you have come into contact yet. I feel like the sorry that you're feeling and sending to each other is being done telepathically. or in the astral realm during your sleep, in your dreams. Or you could just talk to them in your mind. Then here we have, your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. So this person realized what they were grateful for and how great life was, just the way it was. So here they were beating their head against a wall till their forehead was bloody. Sorry for the graphic image. And they sat down next to the wall and they looked around and they saw the trees. They saw a garden. They saw flowers. They saw beautiful paths. All of nature, all of spirit. And they realized we're not separate. We've never been apart. We are one. And in truth, everyone in existence is one. We are all one consciousness, experiencing different perspectives. So they sat down at the wall. Maybe they cried some tears that fell to the ground, to the dirt, to the grass, to the beautiful, beautiful world they realized that they already have. And so they realized Earth is precious, nature is precious, special, that they themselves were special, they themselves were divine. And they sat there crying at the beauty of their own soul. And they fell in love with themselves. And so here in the near future, or it could be happening now, we have betrayal revealed. The situation will reveal to you the intention behind it, whether it is you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation. You are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. I think this person just prayed, just like you did. And they asked Spirit to let them see the truth. Show me how I lied to myself. Show me what my person told me, what he or she, what you told them, what you tried to tell them. They asked to understand. And in truth, over the years, or however long you've known them, they have been starting to understand your side. But both are true. Both sides are true. Both people had a different perspective to share with the other. A different way to be that was just as important as the one they already had. And so they are about to feel, or they just realized that they feel betrayed by themselves because they were sure up and down that they were right and you were wrong, and they didn't trust you. They knew who you were. They saw you for who you were. And then their fear lied to them and told them that you were fake, that you weren't genuine, that you were just going to use them, take advantage of them, mock them, make a fool of them, hurt them and leave them. And that's how you felt. You saw this person's true nature or true self, and you trusted that they would never hurt you, and then fear took over and told you this person, they're a player, they don't want commitment, they don't want me, I'm nothing to them. But you know, this person could have said all that to you. It was a defense mechanism. They were lying to themselves, and they believed that they didn't want to get involved, and it was to defend themselves. And the part of them that knew that they belonged with you, they stuffed it away. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So then they have this here, stay present. That's where life happens. Okay. Sorry, that threw me off. I was really tapped in here. I feel like this is talking about, again, about how this person is sat down and is just observing in wonder. This person and you have both realized the mistakes that led to this. This person needs to trust their intuition, both you and this person. What you can do is think about them and pray for them. But I mean specifically think about them. You can do this right before you go to bed. Think about them. Picture them happy and free and in their power, in their true authenticity, in love with themselves. This person hated themselves. You hated yourself, and you are both starting to fall in love with yourself, and you're both starting to see why the other person was attracted to you. So let's look at the connection, but like I was saying, picture that right before you fall asleep, and that'll be a way to energetically send your love, your gratitude, and your regrets to this beautiful soul. And even if you're not meant to be together in this lifetime, everything's gonna be okay. So let's look at the connection, the cards in the middle. Okay. So, this may be in the past for the connection, protection needed, shield. It is vital at this time to protect your energy field as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. You also may be in an environment for which you are absorbing negative vibes that are draining you. Call in Archangel Michael for protection and to clear your energy field. Having a practice of grounding and putting a protective bubble around you every day will be helpful. This may be something that you both learned recently or in the recent or even not so recent past. It's something you needed to do. It may be something you haven't figured out how to do until more recently, but that was what was needed for the connection. You have such a bright light inside, stop dimming it. So again, this was a need for something to take place, and it started a long time ago when you met this person. In the more recent past, you have Radiant Goddess Acceptance. You are an amazing goddess ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential, by not making any apologies for it. So again, you recently, both of you, have realized the beauty in yourself, and because you can see the beauty in the other person and in yourself, then you can see the beauty of the connection. Make time to play, have fun, be free. So this goes along with both of you sitting down and realizing, okay, I don't need to chase. I will attract, and so that takes the pressure off of me. I don't have to do the work. What I am asking for from the universe will come to me. I think this is also a time where you have given yourself permission to stop worrying about this person anymore. Not because you don't care, but because you can't make this person come to you. And to be truthful, I don't believe it was divine timing. And what you have to look forward to, or about to happen, or just happened, sacrifice, reclaim. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to claim, balance, and nurture yourself by standing in your power. And then we have bet on your chances, or bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams, you've got this. So this could be different for both you and your person, but there is something that you have decided. You know that you have to sacrifice to reclaim your power, and that you're going to need the strength to do it. Either you don't have the strength or you don't believe you have the strength. Again, call on Archangel Michael or another angel that you feel connected to for this request. Spirit's telling you it's time. Right now. Right now. I know I said that slow, not because you're stupid, not because you can't hear me. I said it slow because you don't want to hear what I'm saying. You are not used to it being time to go. You are used to being held back, in limbo, always wondering when the breakthrough would come and it never coming. So when somebody finally tells you, okay, now, you're like, yeah, right, you're full of shit. That ain't ever coming. Spirit's saying it's now. And we're going to take some tarot. Real quick, let's get some angel numbers. I'll do one for you, one for them, one for the connection. 888 for you, abundance. 911, courage. I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. That's for the connection. For your person, 1515, creativity. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. Keep assessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. At the bottom of the deck, we have 1111. A lot of people consider that to be twin flame. I'll put that. Okay. Tarot. Spirit. Are we going to use the new tarot again? Spirit, what do you have? One message. I'm not going to do it times 3. Just one spread. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There is some structure that you are embedded in. Because it's time now, it is time to prepare for the eject button. It's about to be hit. King of Pentacles. It's time for the unseen to be seen. It's going to take a lot of emotional strength and stability. Spirit saying Your broken heart, Three of Swords, is healed now. It is now healed enough. The Empress in reverse. Death. You were this close to being the Empress. But you weren't. In this structure. Death, this is the birth. You are about to be ejected out of the birth canal. The Devil. Again, time is up. Stay focused. Visualize what you want the most and focus on it and imagine as if you already have it. Devil energy is obsessing about something that you don't have. So now is the time to believe that it's yours and to step into the feeling of gratitude and receiving, as if you imagine when you go to bed tonight, before you fall asleep, also imagine that everything you want, imagine receiving it and how happy that feels, and stay in that energy for as long as you can before you fall asleep. Again, it's just an energy of suddenness, like when a pregnant woman is going into labor and having a bag packed and ready to go. It's not the time to do things at that moment. The time has arrived, and everything that you've done to prepare up to that moment is what you're going to have to take with you. I feel like all these cards are pointing down, like they're gonna drop down a chute or a tube, and it's gonna be quick. We have the Knight of Cups, someone coming forward with the sun. You're my sunshine. And the Chariot, quick forward movement. Last card, Six of Wands, victory, public recognition. Okay. Remember to focus on gratitude and everything that you desire. Focus on the feeling of already having it, and be grateful for it as if you already have it, because you do. This is all happening for you now. Now is the time for you to stand in your true authenticity, your power, your creative power to co-create with the universe. It's all happening for you now. Take care, blessed. Have a blessed evening. Well, it's evening here. Whenever you see this. Bye.